shenanigans. Working stiffer than mannequins. Vader time like a mannequin. Mega powers, I'm savaging. Peep the babbling. Got him shook off the verbal acumen. I'm the main event, meaning nobody coming after him. The topics we be tackling. Ankle locking and tapping them. I hate seafood, but I might throw the Boston crab on him. You know sometimes it gets heated. You know sometimes it gets heated.
Hey, what's going on, you beautiful bastards? How you doing?
Holy crap.
You know, just sitting here not watching SmackDown but hanging out with the boys.
Better. Funny, Colin's doing the same.
Yeah.
Behind me are Game of Thrones pops. There is no SmackDown on anything behind me.
No.
I have me and a cat.
Well, guys, real quick, want to welcome everybody into the stream. Be with you the next 2 hours covering SmackDown, breaking it down. Colin will be here the next hour, but then it'll be Chase and I to close it out. Colin, unfortunately, has to go work.
Ew, work, dude.
Yeah.
Just quick reminder, guys, if you have not already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you really want to have a question answered, you want to make sure we see it. We do have super chats on now. Make sure to hit that super chat, and we will definitely answer the question that you have.
It will answer all the questions. That's what I'm just here to answer questions.
And remember, sharing is caring, guys. Please share the stream.
Share the stream. Do it. Do it. Your friends want to see this too.
Quite a few people.
What up, Gina?
Good evening, Craig.
Craig, my man.
Kristen, hey guys.
Hola.
D just released from the hospital. Have a killer show.
Hell yeah. Have a killer hospital trip, bud. Hope it was fun. Hope they figured out what was wrong.
Without any experimental testing on you.
Oh, that's probably all they did on him. They were like, there's definitely there's more to this guy than meets the eye. They're like, we gotta do some hardcore tests on this one.
We gotta do some probe.
Yeah.
So we are 8 days away from SmackDown, as Chase has in the tagline of his.
No, we're 7 days away from another SmackDown. We're 8 days away from SummerSlam.
It's been a long day.
We're exactly no days away from SmackDown. It's already SmackDown.
Yeah, see? Perfect. We're already on top of stuff.
So
we're in the future.
Dan, throw the ones up for the tribal chief.
Dan the man, dude.
Yeah, Dan and I, Chase, we're all going to be at SummerSlam. Dan and I already got our tickets. Chase has his tickets, so
Chase was surprised he got his tickets because I missed the first two pre-sales, so I thought for sure I wasn't going to find anything.
I had Dan hawking them online. He had to sell some feet pics.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you do what you got to do, dude. Don't think I'm not going to experiment in the feet pics when it's time for the Rumble. I'm going to be there. Cena's my guy, dude. I got to be there for the last hurrah.
So over the last couple of weeks, Cody Rhodes has been beaten down. His friends have been beaten down. I think Cody's fresh out of friends.
We're gonna
but you know what he does have? He has an older brother.
Oh, God. Is that the help?
That would be cool.
That would be kind of cool, honestly.
Dustin is still under an AEW contract, but that if he was not, that would be incredible.
They're going to elevate some random mid-carders.
Some guy just wanted the big toe pick. Hey, you know, there's people out there who like certain things, Dan. You know, be open to the possibilities that exist in this world.
Yeah, looks like
some people just want the big toe. Other people just want the third toe. You never know what you're going to get.
This might be the most accurate thing I've seen all day.
One weekend.
Gold star for James.
I've never been to Cleveland. Columbus is pretty. I've been there.
Columbus is pretty. That's Ohio State country.
Yeah, well, that is the mistake.
Easy. Yeah, that's the one bad part about Columbus, dude. Relax.
Really?
Yeah. I drove through there at night on my way to Pennsylvania. It's a pretty city.
So we have a tag team #1 contenders gauntlet match. And I would have, if you'd asked me about a week ago, I would have said the Street Profits would have been the odds-on favorite. But Bobby Lashley seemingly done with WWE. Earlier it was reported Beth Phoenix is now done with her contract with WWE.
Oh, dude, she'll be showing up over on Wednesday night soon, baby.
It's like
Phoenix Rising will be all elite.
Yeah, she'll be in AEW for sure. We do.
Say LA Knight's on his way to the ring.
Ruth Firehawk is all elite.
Is that gonna be her name?
It might be, dude.
I hope not. That is terrible. Ruth Firehawk.
Hey, don't knock it till you hear it on TV. You gotta don't knock it till you hear it on TV. You gotta hear it in presentation at least one time.
Craig, never been to Cleveland, but been to Cincinnati once.
Cincinnati's
Cincy's nice.
Yeah. I've been to Dayton. I've been to Cincy, and I might have been to Cleveland one time in my life, maybe. I don't remember, though. I've never traveled far outside the Midwest.
I've been to Cedar Point and Kings Island, so
I've been to Kings Island a few times. We were just talking about doing that yesterday. Just dropping my kids off and just taking an adults-only trip.
yeah.
Hawk tour. Hey, give him that hawk tour. Spit on that thing, Dan. Hell yeah. If she ain't giving that hawk tour, I want to talk to her. Let him know. Let him know.
I truly hope you have that as a t-shirt when we're at SummerSlam.
Oh, I mean, that would be hilarious. I got to get a hold of my sister. She has one of those Cricut machines where she makes the shirts and shit. I'm on top of it.
Wait, your sister makes shirts?
Not like all the time, but like she has one of those things where she can like put stuff on like shirts and shit. Like she's made bumper stickers for me. We could have
bumper stickers. Chase, have you not thought to say anything?
I'm sorry. I feel like every like stay-at-home mom now does her own like boutique shop and sells stuff that she makes. I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, she can do bumper stickers. She's made me a koozie or two. My sister could be the official merchandise sponsor of Heated Shenanigans podcast.
We're leaving money on the table here.
But yeah.
James, do you like garbage? Do you want to walk down the street clutching your valuables as close as possible? Does the thought of contracting 7 different diseases not bother you? Visit Cleveland.
Hell yeah, baby. What diseases we getting? Because I'm going to be there Saturday. Let's find out. I'm going to walk them streets. So
almost bought one what?
Yeah, what did you
T-shirts are welcome. Please buy T-shirts. We have them for sale.
The Hawk 201.
The Hawk,
shirt.
Hawk Tour. She ain't giving that Hawk Tour. I want to talk to her.
I'm pretty sure those are already for sale somewhere.
I think they are. Somebody already made them. That's why I said it, because I saw it on the internet. That shit was funny.
Not without the podcast logo on it.
I don't think we can do that. Pretty sure she's got that all.
I'm gonna trademark. That one. She can be Hawk too, but I'm gonna trademark the opposite end of the coin.
I don't think you can trademark fellatio.
Yeah,
that's how that works.
It would be the saying I get, because we would be using it for like monetary purposes if we're gonna be selling Heated Shenanigans T-shirts. On the front it says Heated Shenanigans podcast. On the back it says, if she ain't giving that Hawk 2, I don't want to talk to her.
Hashtag though, you have to have a hashtag.
Hashtag. That's what changes the game. You gotta get hashtag
Cricket machine.
I think if somebody cuts that in a promo, they should get the championship.
Yes.
Especially for our show.
Yes.
So we're probably going to do a video about it, but what are you guys' predictions for SummerSlam, right? As it stands with the card that we have.
Okay, so we'll just run it down one at a time. We'll start tip top. Yeah. I don't know that it's going to main event, but I think Priest and Gunther.
You think that's the main?
I mean, it's for one of the world titles. If it's not that one, it's going to be Cody Solo, and we're going to get the return of our tribal chief.
Our tribal chief.
Cody Solo. Who's going over?
And which one?
Cody Solo.
Oh, I think Solo goes over. Roman comes back though. After the match.
Solo's not world champ material. I think Cody's going to take the dub because I think him and Orton.
But to that effect, do you feel Solo Roman needs the title?
No, not at all. Roman doesn't need to hold the championship possibly ever again.
No.
Reports are Netflix wants Roman on Raw.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
But see, if you're WWE, it would be smart to do that move because Cody is going to immediately be the number 2 babyface with a returning Roman.
Yeah, I mean, he can go to Raw. The champion on Raw is very much universally panned right now.
Yeah.
Unless it goes to Gunther, then I think it would be a lot more popular. But
Cody wins by DQ is what Dan's saying.
All right, Dan.
I'm gonna go with Cody winning.
Yeah. It feels like the safe bet, right? Like we just spent 2 years building this fucking story, and he finally finishes the story just to lose the title 4 months later. Like, Priest and Gunther.
Gunther.
Yes, in agreement. I'm trying to give a minute so we can get some answers in the chat from the people.
This is an interesting take by Dan. Roman returns to save Cody.
That could be cool.
That is a
at the behest of the wise man.
Do they all come back? Like is Jimmy and Paul and
I don't think Jimmy comes back yet. I think what'll happen is Roman will be back on Raw and the new bloodline will come out to stomp him out, and then like over the course of a couple weeks, more like the other Samoans will come back, and then it'll be Samoan Civil War.
Colin, did you freeze or are you like holding that position?
Oh, he froze. Oh, he out.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Rhea and Liv
with Dominic screwing over.
Yup.
Mommy.
Yep. And I'm going to be so sad for Mommy, dude. If she needs a shoulder to cry on, I got 2 of them.
I think she's going to call main event Jey Uso at the behest of.
Yeah, and they're going to meet up at the Waffle House.
That is a perfect first date idea.
Hey, that seems like the type of place that Jey Uso takes a woman on a first date.
As much as I want Priest to win, the heels need to win more. One of the main titles, therefore Gunther over. Dan, I'm wearing my Liv shirt for SummerSlam. I need to buy one. I'm going to spend so much fucking money at SummerSlam. I am terrified.
When I was buying tickets, I texted Michael and I was like, hey man, like I don't want to leave you out. So like, I'll buy you a ticket. And he was like, no, you can just go enjoy time with your lady. And I was like, all right, cool. What size shirt you wear? So I already got one shirt I got to buy for him.
What are you going to get him?
I asked him. So we went to the fair last night and I texted him and was like, hey, we're going to the fair. If you and the kids want to show up, whatever. He said Cody or LA Knight. And I looked at him and said, Carmelo it is. So
you should get him a Braun Breaker shirt.
Oh my God. That would be hilarious. Because he would wear it. I know he would.
So this is a good point by Dustin. SummerSlam, typically the heel victory show, the opposite of Mania. Because if you go back, primarily the heels do win on SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Craig is Liv over Rhea Ripley.
All right. Bailey and Nia Jax. Oof.
I'm going Nia Jax.
You think so? So, section 5, 5 We're all the way up in the top. We're up in the 500s. I looked to see where, because Scott told me where you guys' tickets were. And I'm like,
Thank you, Kristen.
10 or 15 like sections to the right of you guys, I think. Because I looked like, I didn't realize how big the Browns Stadium was. That shit's huge.
They never sell it out with fans, so.
Yeah, that's fair. So back to Nia and Bailey. I would go with Nia, but I think she's gonna get Money in the Bank again.
I'll be honest, Nia has earned a run with the women's championship. This run is so good that she's on right now. And I think she has earned the opportunity to be a champion. I don't think she's going to be a long-term champion. Colin, what do you say?
No, I don't think so. I think they shut my internet off over here. So, as in my, I looked up and all of a sudden there's like a little exclamation point next to the Wi-Fi, and I'm like, oh shit.
Jordan, welcome in. Welcome in. Nia is losing at SummerSlam because of Alexa Bliss. I truly hope you were correct with that, as we will be at SummerSlam. Did you see? We released the video earlier. By early, I mean like an hour ago. Of the Rikishi thing.
Are you talking about Rikishi being pissed off about what Jey Uso's doing? Yeah, that was wonderful. I love that. It makes sense. Like, he was one of the hottest baby faces this time last year, and now he's just chasing mommy. Like,
but the thing is, though, I'm surprised he's just now upset. If you look back at Jay's booking since the Bloodline split, it feels like this dude's been on side quest missions until he's ready to pick up the main campaign again.
I mean, maybe he is. He's just doing his online multiplayer until the new DLC drops. He's waiting for the return of Bloodline Mach 1 to handle Bloodline Mach 2.
Oh, Logan Paul.
Ricky
and Knight just put down Logan Paul.
Who is Ricky, and why is he 18 years into his life sentence?
If you know, you know.
We
don't know.
We don't get it, Dan.
Jacob needs to be locked up.
Jacob's been locked up. He did time.
Did a hard time, Daddy.
Hell yeah. Listen, we're going to talk about this real quick. I haven't talked about it with anybody but Michael. Fonzie called me daddy at Big League before the show, and I didn't know how to feel about it.
He calls everybody daddy.
I know, but he doesn't. He introduced it, like, I introduced myself to him, and like we shook hands or whatever, and he was like, "How you doing, daddy?" And I was like, "Good." And then he walks over to Michael and he introduced himself to Michael, and they shook hands, and he didn't call Michael daddy. So Michael felt like slighted because Fonzie didn't daddy him.
Poor Michael.
He was upset, dude.
Have to write him a
Skid
Row song.
I don't know. Who are they?
What wouldn't have ever
Wade.
Who is Skid Row?
God, I forgot Chase is a child.
I know
I'm
who
27 years old, sir.
Chase, they ID you for water.
I have a beard, Scott. Kinda. I'm working on it. It's coming in nice.
If LA Knight don't win, we riot. If LA Knight don't win, we have a problem.
Yeah, unless there's like it's some kind of fuck job and like Logan Paul runs in to like DQ somehow. Fonzie daddy. Yeah, dude, it was quite a moment for sure.
A moment Mike would like to forget. But again, guys, real quick, again, if you're in here with us and you have not already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop some comments here, leave a super chat. We like money here. Leave a super chat. That'd be fantastic. Also, share the stream, guys. That's one of the biggest things. We want to get a lot of people in here, interact with the wrestling fans, want to build our community as well. So please hit that share button.
Help us help you. You know what I'm saying? All right, Dan. Listen, there's no need for insults.
Well, man, that's not an insult. That is an observation. Oh.
Everybody's so mean to me, dude.
Who is Skid Row? It makes me feel so old. Holy crap.
I don't know these people, dude.
I've never listened to a single song they've ever made, so
But
you
at
know
least
who
you
they
know
are.
who they are.
I've heard of them, yes, but
Oh, well, see, I haven't even heard of them. I'm sure if I listen to one of their, like, I may know a song, just I don't know that it's them that sings it. That happens a lot. Skid Row is Hit Row's brother. Skid Row sounds like something you leave in the toilet.
I love it. Craig, Chase needs to listen to Skid Row. Give it a listen. Just one song.
I mean, we'll see, dude. I don't even know if I'm going to like it, though. I don't know. That happens with a lot of music. Like, people will be like, oh, listen to this dude. I think you'll like him. I'm like, I've never heard of that guy. And I play one song, and I'm like, oh, I know who this is. I just don't know who this is. Like, I've heard of them. They're not in my repertoire.
They got Bianca and Jade coming out next as they go to a commercial break. Bianca, interestingly enough, is dressed in what looks like a pseudo flare robe. Kind of cool looking. But here's the big thing. Here's the other one. Back to the predictions for SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Punk versus McIntyre.
I don't think it gets a clean finish, so they can. I mean, they're gonna keep doing this match. I think one of them will look at it as like Seth screwed them somehow, and that will lead them into a program with Seth. I don't know. I see all three of them having a triple threat match at some point in the near future.
I think Drew has to win this.
You think so?
What does he have left from a storyline perspective if Drew doesn't get the win here? He has been screwed at every turn by Punk.
Yeah.
If Punk wins, there's no reason for another match.
yeah, that makes
Even
sense.
I mean, unless Drew like beats him half to death again, and then they can just do the whole like bitter thing. I don't know. I'm interested to see how it plays out because like we all know how politics work in wrestling, especially with one CM Punk.
Punk because AJ Lee cost Drew.
That would be cool. We get AJ Lee and Roman Reigns in the same night.
That'd be a good way to keep pushing the storyline, though.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to control myself, dude.
It'd be a good way to push Chase, Dan, and I to the merch table.
Dude, so fast, bro. I would buy an AJ Lee shirt in a heartbeat.
Where's that? I don't care about either. Seth needs to have the HBK ref gear with half shirt and shorts from Taker versus Brett.
You just want to see little Seth, and that's weird,
Hey,
Dustin.
so I'm glad he made this comment because I want to bring something up. The booking parallels here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Seth Rollins, who's in a controversial.
Yes, it's a cat.
It's a kitty.
You have Seth Rollins as a special referee against CM Punk, Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
You have Hell in a Cell right around the corner. Where have we seen this before? This is what led to Undertaker, Shawn Michaels at Hell in a Cell.
So would it be Drew and Seth Hell in a Cell?
The loser of this match is going to get Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell.
So who does the winner get, though? Do you think the winner goes to Gunther? Because Gunther's obviously walking out with the strap. It's not.
I think logically that's the next step, but I think they're repeating some old booking here with the referee in the situation.
They're going back to what works, which is fine.
But I do think
Go ahead.
The,
Sorry.
the loser of this match is going to get the Hell in a Cell match with Rollins.
Yeah, but isn't Hell in a Cell the pay-per-view done though? They don't do that anymore.
They'll probably have it at Bad Blood because that's where it originated at. Gunther or Priest? I think we're all unanimous on this.
Yeah, it's
We're
going to
all-
be Gunther.
We're all Gunther.
As much as I love Damian Priest, because that man should be the face of WWE. He should be the face of any company ever. He should be the face of Heated Shenanigans podcast, and we can't even get him because he's under contract somewhere else.
Oh, shucks.
He should just be on top of the world.
Or in front of a train.
No, we need to push Priest the same way they pushed Hogan and Warrior.
Out of the business? Okay.
No, to the moon.
I was waiting for Chase's little screen to just shut off and be like, "Oh no, what happened?"
Scott does that to me all the time. It's really quite frustrating sometimes because I'm like, hey, I'm still here. At that point, I'm a ghost because they can't see me, but they can hear me. I'm John Cena, basically.
Scott's gonna start muting Chase. Like, shut up.
No, I wouldn't mute Chase. I would just kick him out.
Yeah. And that's totally fair. This is your domain, Kimosabi. I'm in your house.
You know I love you.
Yeah, that's what they all say till they break my heart.
It's the Jim Cornette 7-year rule. You can rehash any storyline as long as it's been 7 years.
Well, they've been shortening that for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince did it every week.
Yeah.
So, Scott, I have an idea for a video that we could do with Michael. It would be the return of a top 5. I don't want to spoil it here necessarily because then, like, people will fill the comments, which is fine, but, like, make them wait for it. There's going to be a top 5 video coming. People love those.
Send it in the chat.
I will. Actually, I should still. I'll pop back in. Hold on.
Yeah, send it now. That way you don't forget.
Yep.
We've got Jade Cargill coming out to the ring right now. No Bianca yet. I will be very happy when they finally decide to split these two.
Oh, there he goes. He's back.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
I thought of that earlier. I was watching an old pay-per-view, and 2 of the guys in the ring were working, and I was like, you know what? This right here, this is what we're doing.
We're going to do a video on it, but I wanted to get your guys' thoughts. This SummerSlam, this particular SummerSlam coming up in just 8 days. Do you think it is better than 2002? What is widely regarded as the greatest SummerSlam to ever exist?
2002 was what? Rock Brock,
Michaels Hunter, Angle, Rey Mysterio,
which was amazing. Top 5 Kurt Angle or Rey Mysterio match of all time.
Benoit versus Rob Van Dam.
Banger.
Oh, it was killer.
I would, because of where the business is now, because at that point, not a lot of the WCW fans went to WWE when the sale happened. So, like, even though WWE was still hot, I don't think they were hotter then in 2002 than they are right now. Because I don't think 22 years ago, I don't think they could have put even that card. They couldn't have put that in a stadium. But they feel comfortable enough with who they have now that they can run stadium shows for almost every major pay-per-view. They're talking about doing 2 nights of SummerSlam next year.
Do it. It'll probably be an indie soon, so.
Love it.
Solo or Cody?
Cody. Cody's going to retain the title. But there's going to definitely be some like bullshit and some bloodline fuckery for sure. It's afoot. Shenanigans will be had.
I said Solo, but with the return to Roman. But I agree that Cody will keep the title, but I could see Solo winning.
Oh, the Unholy Union still have jobs. They're attacking Bianca and Jade.
Aren't they the tag champs?
They are, but they haven't done anything since Clash at the Castle.
Well, that makes sense. Give them the win in their hometown and then keep them off TV for 3 months. Classic WWE.
Sounds like Vince booking.
I
Oh,
am-
except they
Good
don't win
Lord.
their hometown.
These four should never be in the ring together again. Wow. And not in a good way. Oh, now we're getting some questions here. Chase or Colin for best hair? I can't even enter this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Colin has great hair currently.
Look at those luscious locks.
I previously had great hair. I cut
You
it.
gave it up.
It's still great. It just ain't as great as it once was. Okay,
Yeah.
it's
Mine's
coming
getting-
back.
Mine's getting cut soon too. We have to cut my son's hair for before school, so mine's gonna get cut soon as well. But yeah, right now I have the best
Yeah, I
hair.
can take a break and come back.
Chase still looks like James Vanderbeek.
I look
He does
more
look
like
like
James Vanderbeek now.
Yes.
I do.
When you had the long hair, you looked like Val from Brink.
Stop saying that. That's an insult. That guy's the worst. Val was the biggest douche ever. God, that's the one comparison that you made that I was like, no, Scott, we just can't be friends anymore. I hate that guy.
He's
What
not
happened to
real.
that?
He can't hurt you.
I know he can't hurt me, but his hairline hurt me because he did a stupid middle part. I didn't do that. My hair was just long.
Yeah. For the
Let me
record, questions like that are just fine. Oh, Scott, I think has the best beard.
I would say, yeah, Scott keeps it the most put together. Colin looks like he lives in the wilderness. And
Yeah.
mine doesn't come in as thick as I would like it to, so I'd have to give it to Scott.
Yeah.
And Mike just can't grow facial hair, so he can't.
He
enter.
really can't. It's weird. He's kind of like a hairless albino if you think about it. He really is now because he cut his hair, so he went
He's not even
bald,
gonna defend
dude.
himself.
Wait,
Text
Mike is
him.
bald?
He cut his hair. Text him. Tell him to send you the picture. He looks
I
like
need to
Rufus
see.
from Kim Possible. If we're gonna talk about people, let's talk about people who aren't here to defend themselves.
Like a naked mole rat.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm crying. This is. Oh my gosh. Rufus from Kim Possible. Oh God.
And that's
Oh.
I'm not even trying to hate on him because that's my dog. But
Hey, Scott, make that a short. Have him watch it.
Who has the best WWE take?
Scott probably has the best just because he's also been kind of in the business.
yeah, he can look at it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I'm just a wannabe booker, remember?
You
I
are.
mean,
Hey,
yeah.
listen. You were a draw for them. I said it once, and I'll fucking say it again. You were a draw, and you left, and the crowd left too. So
I think this is a great segue, though.
Oh, there he went.
Chase puts me over, then he leaves.
I didn't leave. The thing readjusted us. It put me down here. I don't like being down here. I feel out of the loop.
He literally put you over.
I did. I put you over, bro.
This is a pretty good segue. Saturday, September 21st, House of Heat Pro Wrestling, owned by us at Heated Shenanigans Podcast, is coming back to Lafayette, Indiana at the North End Community Center. Tickets are on sale now. Information for those tickets can be found on House of Heat Pro Wrestling Homecoming Facebook event page, or you can get your tickets for this event on Eventbrite currently. while tickets last, and they are moving quick, guys. Do not miss out. This is not even the entire card for this event. We have so many more guys and girls to announce, but you're not going to want to miss it. Definitely come on out.
But back to that, who has the best WWE take? Just because he's not here, we're not going to let him get in the conversation. My man Michael, he's always got like wrestling fire going through his fucking brain. Like he's put together in the car driving around. He's put together fucking stories that could be wonderfully told in the right scenario.
Now on to better things to get rid of the women's tag title.
Yes. Unnecessary.
They don't use them.
It was
Yeah.
It was a nice gimmick while they were there, but if you're not going to use them, then don't use them. Get rid of them.
I mean, when they actually had a women's tag team, listen, if there was ever a person that I would do it for, it would probably be Mommy, dude. Don't play with me, Dan. But no, it was
Quote
cool
of
when they
the
had
day.
the Iconics. It was a good thing for the Iconics. And then they were like, our only real women's tag team, you're fired. And now we're just going to put a bunch of random women together and have them fucking hold the tag titles. It's useless, pointless.
Well, you had Damage Control, but they could not stay healthy if their lives depended on it.
They couldn't. And that's so tough because, like, I think Dakota is one of the best, like, women's wrestlers they have on the roster. She's criminally underrated. Kyrie's fantastic too, but those are the two that can't seem to stay healthy.
I feel that those women tag titles are eventually going to find themselves with Sonya Deville's group.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Probably really soon, I would assume. Probably on a pre-show. Probably not SummerSlam, though. Don't be mad. Custody of Dom match, Rhea wins. Listen, I'm okay if Liv needs a shoulder to cry on. I got two of those, too. So it's okay. I do want to see Mommy on top because Liv she's up to no good. And she's trying to corrupt Dom, and all he wants to do is be wholesome and eat chicken nuggies and chicken tendies. And I can relate to that. I respect that on another level because that's all I eat too. So me and Dom could sit and just have a chicken nugget feast.
I do think we're going to get Jay versus Dom at SummerSlam.
I don't think we need
Really?
it. It might maybe on the pre-show.
They're
I don't
going to put
think
Jay on the pre-show?
I don't think they need it. They already have 7 matches. Like that's plenty.
Are you going to make Rikishi mad?
Rikishi's already mad. What? Okay. All right. I'll be right back. I gotta run. Sorry. I gotta run somewhere real quick, so I'll hop back in when I get back.
Yeah, hop back in.
Scared
So we got a Dom versus Jay pre-show. I would be shocked if that happens. Do we believe Liv has been playing mind games with Rhea the whole time? I think we're going to get Dom and possibly there's so many members in Judgment Day that I don't think Judgment Day is going to stay intact before SummerSlam. I think they're going to disperse.
You didn't even have to finish that sentence. You just had to say there's a lot of people in Judgment Day.
They just did Dom versus Jay on Raw. Look, WCW did it for years. How many times did you get a pay-per-view match?
But I don't think Triple H books like that though.
I hope not. I mean, we'll see. Do we get pink Tiffy Money in the Bank briefcase? 100%. That's why they broke it. I think.
Yeah,
We're gonna get the Tiffy time briefcase.
they do. They changed the briefcase for the wrestler quite a bit. Because didn't one of them had like a leather briefcase. I can't remember his name though.
Oh, I'm
was
not
like
sure.
He was just a mid-carder.
Baron Corbin?
No, not Baron. He worked with The Miz at one point. Damien Sandow.
I like Sandow.
Yeah, he was actually underrated, I felt like. And then he didn't even get to really use his Money in the Bank.
Hell yes, then cash in on Bailey at SummerSlam. I think Nia's getting this win at SummerSlam.
Why you gotta ruin my day?
You can't sit there and tell me Nia has not earned a title run with how good she has gotten. Are you going to poo-poo this woman?
I will always poo-poo Nia Jax.
Oh,
As I've said, the only thing good she's ever done is make Becky a star. That was about it, and it wasn't even on purpose.
and Becky's not even there right now.
No, her husband's too busy raiding her wardrobe.
Dan, this is a good question for you. How long was the Rhodes Scholars supposed to last for? Dan's got a remarkable knowledge of that time frame.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Dan, Nia could only go up. She sucks.
Exactly. It's not impressive when you're already at the bottom.
She's gotten better. You can't sit there and say she hasn't improved.
Oh, yeah. You'll never hear positive talk from me regarding Nia Jax.
Really?
Just it's never gonna happen. I just not a fan.
Jordan, if Bailey wins, they wasted Nia. Thank you, Jordan.
Oh no, they wasted Nia. Oh,
Kristen is on your side, Colin. No, thank you. Nia can just go home.
Yeah.
Dan, there were big plans for the Rhodes Scholars. Then Vince shit on them. Was that the plan? That might have been the payoff.
Yeah, I think Vince just wanted to. Like, that just sounds like a normal Vince reaction. Oh, yes, what you do?
We got a Wingstop commercial. I don't even know what I wanted. I'm still hungry. Like,
I haven't eaten yet. I'm gonna have food as soon as I hop off here. Have me some corn dogs. Oh, actually, my wife made pizza burgers. I might have that. Santa, Mom's not coming in.
so that they got the tag team gauntlet match going on right now.
Mm.
The Sandow had nothing and then went with Miz. Jordan, what is pizza burger, Colin?
Oh, so you take a hamburger bun, either side. You use ground beef. Then you put pepperonis on it, and then you top it with shredded cheese, and then you bake it. It's pretty damn good.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah. My wife makes those. They're damn good. I don't know what a recipe is because I'm not a cook and I'm not. I don't know how to make them, but that's the basic premise. And you can use either the bottom or the top bun.
Colin, we've known each other how long?
12 years, I believe.
12 years?
12 years, I think. 12, 13
In 12 years, Colin, I have never seen you cook anything outside of macaroni and cheese.
I learned how to make tacos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my wife taught me how to make tacos. So she has a special recipe for it that, yeah. We stopped eating Taco Bell because I just go, hey, can you make tacos?
I swear to God, every time we had talked about food, we had gone out, or you had told me you'd made like macaroni and cheese casserole.
Yeah.
I have never heard of you cooking anything else. I didn't know if you owned a pot or a pan.
Well, I had to make shells and cheese, man. You need a pot for that. You can't just cook. Yeah, shells and cheese, shredded chicken and peas.
And now I'm hungry.
Same.
No, thank you. I'm good. Pizza sauce. Did you add pizza sauce to that?
I think I'd have to ask her. I think you mix it in with the. I think you mix it in with the burger meat. When did I become a fan? I was watching in the Attitude Era. I'm in my mid-30s, so yeah, I watched during Austin and all that whole thing. We couldn't watch a whole lot because I have a younger brother, and so we just copy the moves. And if we got too rowdy, my mom would take wrestling away from us. So I kind of
Same.
came in and out of wrestling. I watched a bit during the Attitude Era, and then I fell off during the Ruthless Aggression Era. For the most part, I kind of came back around 2006, 2007, and then I was pretty heavily invested once Scott and I became friends, because that's outside of football season. That's basically all he ever fucking talks about. So
Occasionally we talk Magic the Gathering, Colin. Occasionally.
we did, yeah, till I lost my god deck, and then everything got ruined.
What pay-per-views from the past would y'all want to see make a comeback?
Halloween
So
Havoc.
I would say Halloween Havoc, but just to answer your question fully, Jordan, are you talking about ones that we used to have or ones that have come back in NXT?
I would say Halloween Havoc. I thought that was a very interesting concept. Starrcade would be interesting, but I feel like WWE would just poo-poo on it and make it like the lowest form of pay-per-view.
So, Jordan said no from WCW. I'm going to go with one that probably doesn't have a lot of notoriety, but I think they could have done a lot more with it, and that is Beach Blast. We had Bash at the Beach, but
Yeah.
WCW also ran something called Beach Blast, and I honestly think that was better than Bash at the Beach. But that's just me.
Well, I mean, I've heard it is miserable to take.
It is. You can't work the figure four. It's not possible.
Yeah. My brother put me in the walls of Jericho once and almost broke my back, so that was fun. So don't do that one either. That one, unless you're a trained professional, which he was not. He was like 13 and he did that. That was miserable.
Halloween Havoc is an NXT staple for the past few years. There's so many comments. I'm trying to keep up with them here. 1990, I became a fan of Pro Wrestling Craig. Cyber Sunday for Craig. AEW has Beach Blast. Well, it's good they brought it back. That's good. It was honestly one of my favorite ones as a kid. I think there's like 3 Beach Blasts, maybe even less than that.
I can't do those things. I'm way too old for any of that crap.
Bring back Hog Wild at Sturgis. Again, guys, we do want to remind everybody, please, if you have not already, hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Sharing is caring. Share the stream. Drop some more comments in here. We just caught up with all of them. We love the interaction.
Yeah.
And if you want to support the channel, you can also leave a super chat. That would be much appreciated as well.
Yeah. Too many comments is a good problem to have.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know, Colin, what would you say your favorite Chase had to pop out real quick to take care of a screaming kid for the moment. He will be back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Colin, what would you say is your favorite pay-per-view main event?
Of all time?
Of all time. All the time.
I mean, it would probably be Rock Austin, one of the Rock Austins. Probably the second one's so good because it's on WrestleMania 17, but the twist was not handled well. I mean, I think. Oh no, Michael's Taker 26. I mean, that's iconic.
I would love to sit here and tell you that Sting Hogan from Starrcade was my favorite, but that got ruined.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm going to go with Wrestle War 92, which is widely regarded as the greatest War Games match of all time. It was definitely the bloodiest War Games of all time.
Okay, then I've watched that. You mentioned that before. Yeah.
It was
Steve Austin was in it.
a very young Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. He wasn't Stone Cold yet. He still had hair.
Armageddon needs to come back for WWE. Absolutely.
I'd like New Year's Revolution.
I did too. Hogwild is an excuse for Bischoff to take vacation to Sturgis and get paid. It was.
Yeah. I guess I'm just a sucker for holiday themed pay-per-views. Oh, my cat is now protesting back here.
I wonder what pay-per-view your cat likes.
He probably likes Halloween Havoc. It's it's the one that celebrates cats, I guess. Well, black cats specifically.
That's half the holiday for the cat.
Yeah, he's a tuxedo.
How old is that cat?
11, I believe. I believe he's 11. Ma'am, how old are you?
Colin, if he answers, we have a new hit show.
One of our cats actually speaks. Not like speaks, but like we'll tell him to speak and she meows. And then we have to throw hair ties at her. So
WrestleMania 6, Hogan vs. Warrior.
Anything with Hogan, I automatically am. I am the biggest Hogan hater.
Bring back Great Balls of Fire. Nope. They can leave that in the past. Nope.
That was sincerely a Vince McMahon troll right there. Like, period.
He probably put that on dating apps.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, my Lord.
Do you think there is any chance going forward he ever comes back? Ever?
As somebody
it's a short window because he's already in 100 and something. So,
as somebody who's watched plenty of wrestling, and the phrase "never say never" comes to mind, I feel like people have very short-term memories with damn near anything if they have enough respect for the person. And
the federal court does not have a short-term memory.
That's true, but we've seen it in our comments when we talked about Vince before. There are still people who are just like completely refuse to acknowledge, any of the allegations. So I'm sure there will be people who will clamor for him to come back. I'm not one of those people. So there is always the possibility that something happens, unless you completely force all of the McMahons to have nothing to do with the business whatsoever. And unfortunately, that would include Triple H because he's married to a McMahon. So I don't really see that ever happening.
Buried Alive pay-per-view needs to come back, or Canadian Stampede. Oh, Canadian Stampede would be good.
Yeah. That wouldn't be a bad one. I don't Buried Alive is interesting, but I just don't see any reason for that gimmick to come back, though. We haven't seen it in a long time.
It's
It's
that was really tied to The Undertaker.
Yeah, it's such a hassle. You have to have a giant dirt pit, and that takes up space. Not saying it's a bad idea, just I don't know that they're necessarily going to do it. Though we did get war games, and that takes up a giant amount of space too. So
I hate how they've done war games recently. I hate all the weapons that get involved. I think it deludes the fact that the cage is the actual weapon. Like the cage doesn't get used as much in the war games, and the war games are almost the exact same on the shows now. The overuse of weapons. You have the ability for them to get out, but nobody ever does. It's there so they can do flippy shit off the top.
yeah, and to be honest, I feel like they just need to bring back the original Hell in a Cell and just double it. Not
You
the
want to
super
double Hell in a Cell?
not the super tall structure. Just just have a roof on it, essentially. I think that's part of the problem because that's what it was originally, but it was too short. So if you did like suplexes, people were kicking the damn ceiling of the cell, and that didn't work, and it didn't look great. So yeah, I'd say bring back the roof, but make it taller so you can actually do shit in it.
Excellent observation, sir. Good question here from Kristen. Speaking of war games, how about Blood and Guts? I have the same complaint. It might just be because I'm really old school and enjoying the old war games where the roof was on it. But when you've got them getting out of the ring and then they're going through tables on the outside and stuff like that, like the idea for war games is there was no escape. You were trapped. It was submit or surrender. I don't even really like the fact they can do pinfalls in this. Like, it feels different for me in a bad way.
Well, they didn't want to completely copy WCW because that would insinuate that WCW had a good idea, and that's just never been WWE style. So they were always going anything they bring back from WCW, they were always going to tweak it some way or another to make it their own, whether it's positive or negative. That's just how it's going to work.
Threatening to set Luke Perry's son on fire as the finish. See that?
The hell? How old is Luke Perry's son?
Yeah, I guess that's a relevant question. I don't.
Is he 18 yet or not?
Yeah, can he consent to being lit on fire?
It's like I don't think Luke Perry's that old.
His son definitely isn't a teenager.
Yeah.
We need Roman back ASAP. Yes, we do, but save it for SummerSlam.
Yeah, that
I would like to acknowledge the tribal chief in person.
I would not, but at the very least, I mean, I have respect for what he did, and I thought his gimmick was phenomenal. And as long as he doesn't get the title back, I'm cool with it. Roman's story, like I've said for a while now, Roman's story does not require a title to carry on.
Not anymore.
He's transcended the titles, so I think that's the biggest compliment. I think that's the biggest compliment I can give him. He's not my tribal.
I'm sure that hurt.
How far do you think Solo gets pushed up the card, though?
I don't know, because I think this could go either way. If Solo wins at SummerSlam, I would not be in the least surprised.
Yeah.
Then again, if Cody goes out and Superman's a victory and wins, that wouldn't surprise me either. You could build to Cody versus Orton, but the thing is, like, you could always flip the title back to Cody. I don't know if Solo on his own is going to have enough credibility for a feud with Roman. You can only feud over the head of the table thing for so long.
I feel like if that happened with Solo, though, it would be Solo and his band of brothers versus Roman and his original band with Jay and Jimmy. I could see Randy getting the title and then him and Cena having some matches together for the title.
But the other thing is, like, I know we said it earlier, Solo Roman doesn't need the title, but honestly, does Cody and Rock need the title? Like,
no.
You're talking about two major names, and I don't know. I don't think the title needs to be on the line. If it depends on how it's really going to be dependent on how SummerSlam is going to end. If you're wanting to send everybody home happy, Roman's coming back at the end of the night because that's the smart thing to do. Like nothing is going to top the return of Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
Right. I tend to agree with that, but I'm gonna have to hop off here. I gotta get ready for work. So.
All right, Colin. Well, hopefully Chase will be back on here.
Yeah.
Have a good night, buddy. I'll see you later, Colin.
See you guys.
So it's back to me until Chase gets back. When are we getting PD the musical? What is PD? Saying we're about halfway through this tag team gauntlet. I see what you did there, Dan. Yes. Oh, yeah. Duh, I guess. Pretty Deadly. I like them as a tag team. I like Pretty Deadly, the tag team. There's a lot of tag teams on SmackDown, as you can clearly see, so there's not a huge rush to push them. But I really like Hawkins and D'Angelo, and you came at the perfect time.
Did I?
Yeah, Colin just had to go to work.
Oh, good.
Chase comes in with a hot tag. No, we're in the midst of the tag match here, the gauntlet. Pretty Deadly versus Street Profits right now.
Is anybody else into Pretty Deadly, or is it just me?
I like them.
I love me some Pretty Deadly.
Chase is back. Let us rejoice.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Let's not. I don't want to get demonetized.
I mean, it sounds so close that we might. It would almost be like Eminem was on stream doing it.
The gauntlet match was so predictable for the ending. Bloodline wins. Bloodline over. Hate Pretty Deadly. Dan, how are you going to hate Pretty Deadly?
It's because Dan's not pretty or deadly. He doesn't relate. They're too hip for him. Dan's old too, isn't he?
He's well seasoned. I would not say Dan is old.
Seasoned. He's a seasoned vet, dude. What's he seasoned with? I think salt, pepper, a little bit of cumin.
Tajin.
Yeah, tahini.
Tahini. F the OC.
Wow, dude. Gallows and Anderson are lit. He is seasoned with tahini. Nice. Gallows and Anderson are great when they're not under the WWE umbrella.
Or the thumb of.
Yeah, they're wonderful. Which is weird. You would think they would be Triple H guys. Like, they fit all the, like, they're good brothers. Like, I don't see why they can't have a proper, like, I'm aware that they're both a little up there in age, but, like, I don't see why they can't have, like, a proper story against a proper team for the titles. Them and DIY would be amazing.
Well, something to sidetrack here. Mm-hmm. You and I both are fans of TNA. We've been longtime fans of TNA.
Lifer.
And they're really starting to get noticed.
Mm-hmm.
How long before
They go back?
we get the crossover that we all want to see?
AJ? Well, it's so wild because, like, any number of TNA legends could cross over because Petey Williams works backstage, Abyss works backstage, Bobby Roode, Nick Aldis. Like, it could really be any. Daivari. Daivari was in TNA. He was the X Division champion. So, like, I don't know. It would be cool to see AJ, I suppose.
I want to hear this. I want to hear the theme song one more time.
Get ready to fly, dude. Get ready to fly.
The only bad part is Jarrett's in AEW.
Yeah, but, like, do we really need Slapnuts?
It's his company.
I mean, not anymore. It's not.
You know what we could get? I mean, he's under a Legends contract, but you could bring him out for a massive pop. Kurt.
Yeah. I think that would be good.
I don't know where Sting is in terms of contractual obligations with AEW if they own the rights still.
I don't know that they own the rights, but I know Tony was planning on, like, taking care of Sting after he got done.
Dan, I think TKO secretly bought TNA. To be quite honest with you, I think that is the only reason this is even happening. I do think there's some type of ownership within WWE and AEW or TNA. Dan, hell yeah, slap nuts.
The only cool thing Jeff Jarrett ever did was when he hit Beetlejuice with the guitar on WCW TV.
You know what I would like to see, though? Because I think you could get away with it now in WWE, and even you could bring it back in TNA. I really would like to see a second run with the Main Event Mafia.
I wasn't, like, the biggest. So I was into all the guys in the Main Event Mafia, but I wasn't necessarily into, like, how it played out. Like, it started great, but then when it got to the end, it just felt like they were trying to do too much, if that makes sense.
A lot of NWO stuff here.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. Which, fine, because all TNA was like WCW 2.0, kind of. Slapnuts would be one Double J Jeffrey Jarrett. You got to say it like it's the golden era. JEFF, haha, JARRETT. But, yeah, it was just like WCW 2.0. Like, the X Division, it wasn't about weight limits. It was about no limits. But most of the people in the X Division were like, you know, they were all small. They were cruiserweights. So, like, it was just the cruiserweight division all over again. But I don't know if TKO did buy them. I guess good, because now they have people who, like, know how to do promotion in charge. Which is cool, because I've been seeing a lot more TNA stuff pop up, like, promotion-wise on the internet. So,
well, the big thing is, look at the attendance Slammiversary had.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Nash and Alex Shelley was my favorite pair.
That was one of the best.
Paparazzi Productions
was amazing. Kevin Nash he did the one X Division match, and he went up to the bottom rope and did a big splash off the bottom turnbuckle. That was lit, dude.
Y'all gonna watch Olympic Games, or y'all don't care? I like the Olympics. Not all the sports in it. I'm not big on all of them, but I do like a lot of them. Basketball is one that.
Basketball I'm into. I like the Winter Olympics. I like, for whatever reason, I don't know why, curling is so lit to me.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I don't know why, but I could watch curling for fucking hours.
You a curler?
I mean, I might be. I might be the secret weapon for Team USA. Who knows?
It started today, I think, right? The Olympics.
I think so.
It'll be interesting to see what that does with SmackDown's numbers if the Olympics are on right now. I have no idea if the Olympics are running the same time as SmackDown. Curling is awesome.
Thank you, Dan. Curling is a sport. It's the one with the brooms where they got to sweep the ice.
Are you going to see Deadpool?
Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow.
Sure am.
I'm going tomorrow.
I'm going to be at the beach tomorrow.
Which beach?
We're going up to Michigan City.
Fair, fair.
Yeah.
You got an invite to Chicago.
What's in Chicago?
Curling.
What is in Chicago? Please tell me you didn't just say that's in Chicago.
No. Dan invited me to Chicago this winter so we can go. We're gonna be a fucking curling team, dude.
Michigan City is not in Chicago.
Me and Dan could represent Heated Shenanigans in the fucking curling world championship or something. We're our own country.
As soon as TNA does Turning Point at WrestleCade, they will blow away the Slammiversary attendance record. That's true. One of these days, we'll make it down there. Just damn. Thanksgiving weekend.
WrestleCade is. WrestleCade would be far too much for me. If Squared Circle was too much for my fucking sensory overload, WrestleCade and WrestleCon would be twice as bad. It was almost too much to process.
You would never make it at Gen Con. You would be in traction.
Yeah, I would not have a good. I would just immediately be looking for all of the exits.
Dan has been to WrestleCade.
Dan's just a world traveler, dude. It's all the seasoning he's got.
Tagine. Well, here come the Samoans,
Hell yeah.
also known as the winners.
Samoan it up.
I met Superhuman one year at WrestleCade.
Oh, God. That fucking guy. Listen, the thing that pisses me off about Superhuman is the fact that when he runs into a refrigerator, he literally screams like he didn't know it was going to hurt beforehand. Like, I'm aware that, like, this is all for stunts and shit, but, like, don't pretend like you didn't know that running shoulder first into that refrigerator wasn't going to fuck you up.
Isn't that?
That's the Juggalo guy. He's like, I'm doing this for Juggalos, Juggalettes. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's the only thing me and Superhuman get along on. ICP is the greatest thing on planet Earth. We're down, dude. Turn me off. Do it. I know you want to.
Jacob for world champion, God please no.
Yes, absolutely. Jacob's the workhorse of the Samoans right now.
What are you doing with Zilla?
Letting him still build his name on the indies because he is still fresh. I am not. If I'm WWE, this was a problem Vince had when he first started trying to get Yokozuna on TV. That's the reason Yokozuna became Yokozuna. Because he told Sergeant Slaughter that he had too many Samoans already. Too many Samoans is a fucking thing. When you have more than like a couple, they don't become like a speciality for you anymore. So I don't think that them signing Zilla would be a good idea right now, per se.
Here's the problem. You can't run the bloodline forever. Eventually, all of these guys are going to have to go their separate ways. And now...
Jacob Fatu's got like 37 kids, dude. They could run the bloodline for a long time.
I'm just saying, like, a diversity issue becomes a problem.
Yeah. 100%. I agree with that.
One of these days, as soon as WWE announces the WrestleMania indie dates, I will be there. Promise that. Craig, we have got to hang out when you're up here. It would be phenomenal.
Dude, I would love to meet Craig. We can show Craig the local scene.
We can show him Mike, and then we can get him confused.
We could. They'd get so confused. We saw a dude last night at the fair who could have been Michael's brother.
Zilla is working for Booker T. Reality of Wrestling.
Zilla works where Zilla wants to. Sorry, I'm trying to get dinner.
No, we haven't. I was debating on what I wanted to do for dinner. I'm not really hungry yet. I'm running out of options because it's already 9 o'clock.
Right. We're doing a classic chicken fritter and some French fries. The kids
Oh,
had
that sounds
nugs.
Dom coming over?
I fucking wish, dude. That would be the best day of my life.
Tacos.
Tacos sound lit.
Be whatever Grubhub lets me get here at 10 o'clock.
Quite
Probably
a bit still. Nah, dude, you can still get Taco Bell and stuff.
I like Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's delicious.
Arby's is good, but they're expensive.
Yeah, dude, Arby's is lit. They are really expensive, though.
But I get the same thing from Arby's. I always get the turkey sandwich and the curly fries.
Oh, I get chicken tendies and mott sticks.
Do you get the shake?
What shake?
The orange dreamsicle.
Yeah, because that shit is delicious. I'm a
Fist bump.
big orange cream guy, dude.
Hell yeah, you are.
They have an orange dreamsicle monster that is.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's so good, bro.
Where?
Everywhere. You just gotta find it.
Is it like the sugar-free or?
Nope. All natural, baby.
Might have to get that for WrestleCon so I can stay awake.
So
The
good.
burger is fire. Just tried it, and the potato cakes are back. Do they still have the good burger at Arby's?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Did you try the good burger when they had it?
No, and I wanted to.
It
I just wanted to try the secret sauce.
It was delicious. Some might even say good.
It was a good burger.
It was a good burger.
Top tier.
Tier 1.
Tier 1 gaming.
Tier 1 Games, proud sponsor of Heated Shenanigans Podcast, Tier 1
Yeah.
Gaming.
Shameless
The nu-
plug.
The
Shameless
number
plug.
1 gaming store in the city. Hey, Scott, word of advice, don't say the word curling because you might put Chase in a trance.
I swear to God, dude. I'm just a curling fool.
We got a burger for a cop. Wait, what? When?
Dan out here buying burgers for the boys in blue. What a nice guy, dude.
Did
Couldn't
you try to
be
get
me.
out of a ticket?
Normally, I just whip out a boob. I whip out a tumbleweed, and it's all taken care of.
So we did we had lunch with Nigel McGuinness at a Waffle House once.
That sounds wonderful.
And we're sitting there, and I believe it was Dre, Nigel, and I. And I mean, we can't go into everything that we talked about because,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, we talked about a lot of life and perception of things in life. Nigel McGuinness is one of the most insightful human beings I have ever met in my life.
Listen, Nigel's a great guy. He's so funny. He started bust down doing push-ups in the middle of signing because he was
Those
bored.
clap push-ups.
Yeah, dude.
Dan, I missed that. Yeah, Dan was doing a convenience run with Kelly to Target.
Target, dude. What you need at Target, bro?
I'll I'll let you know. I'm not going to say her personal business.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
on a stream.
Yep, you're good. I don't even need to know now. I have to leave it at that.
He told you how he did the damn magic trick with the aces, didn't he? Nope.
A good magician never reveals their secrets. And Nigel's a hell of a magician.
I hope he brings his magic act here again.
You mean here, right here on Heated Shenanigans podcast?
Well, or to surrounding in the Lafayette area.
Nah, dude, just bring it to us, Nigel. I missed the damn card trick. I missed the first one. I watched him do a card trick on Deborah, and she was mind blown.
Solo versus Roman.
I think Solo and Roman will be tribal combat. That way they can have all the Samoans run in.
You know, the more matches Jacob Fatu gets, the less valuable Solo looks in the bloodline.
Solo looked invaluable the night Jacob debuted and fucking tore everybody apart.
We should book him for House of Heat and book the Magic Show. I can tell you that conversation has been had. You just there's hoops you have to jump through.
Lots of them.
Well, guess who won the tag match?
If I had to assume, I'd say it'd be the Samoans.
Question for you guys. When we get to Samoan War, do we see Rikishi and Haku on the respective sides?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Rikishi has not even been used yet in this. I think he should.
He's got sons on both sides of the line now, so...
Why does Tonga Loa have an eye patch?
He's trying to do his best pirate impersonation.
I think that's it.
He's trying to be Rocky Romero from New Japan. No, I don't. I saw something online about why he had the eye patch, but I forget why it was. Clearly, they're not doing a good job explaining it.
So here's my concern. If they're going to do the thing where the Bloodline's getting all the titles back, they get the tag titles. LA Knight's probably going to have a very short-lived run.
Yeah, but like, do we want to see that?
Not really. Tungalo stands Pierre Carl Ouellette from the 90s.
PCO?
PCO.
We love PCO.
The Bloodline are winning those tag titles and holding... Oh, God, no. Please, no. They can send Jimmy and Jay up after him. I'm looking forward to seeing Bad Blood. They have Cody's interview next. At least this time he probably won't be jumped because he won't be in the arena.
My only thing with Bad Blood is how you going to call a pay-per-view Bad Blood, but you don't even allow blood on your pay-per-views?
That is changing when they go to Netflix.
I know, but that's still months and months away.
Well, when Bad Blood's in October, right?
Yeah, Netflix isn't until January.
Chase, were you around for the 90s?
I was born in 1997. I was not around for the 90s. I was around for the 2000s, though. Hell of a time to be alive. Wonderful. You guys were all getting your first jobs and graduating college, and I was fucking learning how to ride a bicycle. It was great.
Bad Blood is going to be insane. Absolutely.
Fun fact, when I was born, Scott had been in the business for like 30 years already. 3 decades of destruction, this guy right here.
Well, it all started when Chief Wahoo and I tagged
Yeah.
back on the circuit.
Yeah. Tell us a Wahoo story from back in your heyday.
Well, the dementia's got me. I can't remember any of them.
Yeah, that happens sometimes when you get old, bud. It is what it is.
Most important question of the stream. Do y'all believe in Joe Hendry?
I've been a Joe Hendry guy since What Culture Pro Wrestling. Like 10 years ago, I found him on the internet. And then I found every like UK independent I could that he was on. He's wonderful. He's great in the ring. He wrestled Kurt Angle during his like indie retirement tour that he did before he went back to WWE, and it was a hell of a match. He's talented. He can cut a promo. Even though he is from the UK, his accent is not super thick. So he's really, because a lot of times with people from like England and Ireland and stuff, sometimes their accent and the way that they say certain words is just odd to us. I don't have those kinds of problems with his promo. Like, I can understand everything. He did an interview with Van Vliet a couple weeks ago, and it was wonderful. He's done extra work, I guess, for WWE. He was Rusev and Lana's lawyer. But yeah, we believe in Joe Hendry.
I did say his name.
Yeah,
I'd love to have him on the podcast too.
That would be so fun.
Oh, did you see the photo before it got took down of Drew McIntyre and Jack Perry?
Sure did. I have it. It's in I saved it in my phone. It's not gone. It was on the internet. Once it's on the internet, it lives forever.
So coming up next, we have the Cody Rhodes promo.
What does he want to talk about?
Probably the fact all of his friends are out.
Yeah, all his friends just got beat up, and he just kind of like let it happen.
Somebody had cooked up the idea of a heel stable. I want to say it was in your house when they were joining us last week. For Cody to turn heel, and it was a heel group with Cody, Dustin, Lexus King, Shawn Spears, and it involved Arn Anderson as like an advisor.
So just a stable of AEW guys.
Well, Cody's friends.
Is that what it would be called? Cody's friends?
The Royal Family.
Okay, I'm not against it, but I don't think Dustin has like another lengthy run in him. I just don't. Like, he's on the other side of 50, I think. So like,
Oh, dude, for WWE, he's got another 5 left.
I think they could do, if they wanted to go that route, instead of using Arn, use Dustin in that spot and give them Ethan Page. Because I think that could be great. Because I love Ethan Page. The new horseman. The Hossman.
Dustin just started a gimmick with the Von Erich kids and AEW. Terrence Crawford, where is Cody? Okay, there's about 30 minutes left of this program.
Mm-hmm.
This segment goes maybe another 5 to 10, then probably commercials and Cody's thing.
Yeah.
You think Cody's going to hint at Roman coming back?
Maybe.
I'm also surprised that A-Town Down Under is still together.
I don't think they will be much longer. I think they'll keep teasing the dissension thing, and then in the Rumble, I think Waller throws Theory out, and that ends up breaking them up and having them do their own thing.
You think this lasts until the Rumble?
I think that they'll do the thing where, like, they each take turns, like, losing, and then, like, they really just blame each other. I don't know, man. They stretch so much shit out nowadays because there's so much other shit on the show. They could do an angle with A-Town Down Under and just give us a video package every week for a month and not use them again if they didn't need to. Between Cody and Bloodline and Cody and the Bloodline, what else do you need on the show, dude?
Do you think Raw's the better overall program right now? I think it is. I don't even think it's close at the moment.
After WrestleMania, SmackDown cooled off tremendously. But that is only because Roman left and The Rock left. They were needle movers, which is totally fine. Cody can move that needle too. But Cody Rhodes is over with the wrestling fan. The Rock is over with the casual fan, which those casual fans can really make or break your viewership sometimes. Yeah, I hear you, dog.
I would also say when you look at Raw, though, they have more stars on their roster.
Right now, yeah, more main event level. Yeah, for sure. At least people they present as main event level. Sammy, Jay, Gunther, Priest, Finn, Rhea.
The majority of the big matches that we're looking forward to are from Raw at SummerSlam.
Right. SmackDown only has, 3? And the other 4 are Raw?
And I would imagine they're going to probably add one more.
Chase the Rumble in Indy. So what if they do the Rumble at the Motor Speedway and Grayson throws Austin on the track? That would be lit. And then just let Austin Theory get hit by a NASCAR? Sign me up, dude. I'm not a Theory guy. I'm a Waller guy. Grayson Waller is a better version of The Miz. I'll say it until I can't fucking say it anymore.
Mike tell you to say that?
No, that's what I said. He only thinks that Waller is better in the ring. He hates him on the microphone. I love him on the microphone. That cocky Australian thing, it's hilarious.
I thought this was Cody's promo. I was like, what are we doing here?
You're like, there's no way they're going to give us another match before the show goes off the air. There's no way they're not going to hit us with 20 minutes of commercials. Commercials and stalling and more stalling and commercials.
I think this is the promo.
Crushed it. Dinner's done. Oh. Dude.
Well, he's talking about how he's alone.
Yeah, you're alone because all your friends got beat up, dude. You know who he needs to bring is one of his best friends, one indie god, Matthew Cardona. He's going to be at the Rumble in Indy. Indie Rumble, Indie God, it just makes sense. Get the scoop, Scott. Hit him up. Be like, hey, man, I know you're going to be there in February, right?
I can message him if you really want me to know.
Let's go get steak. I don't know.
Cody's awful confident about the Cody wants them to meet face-to-face one-on-one.
With Solo?
Yep.
That's never good. Dude, this is the same shit that happened right before Mania when he did this with Roman, and then the bloodline came out, and then he had Seth and Jay in the fucking crowd in their black sweatshirts. Where's your 7-year rule at now, D? This was less than a year ago.
What if the surprise is Cody doesn't have friends?
Dude, the roller coaster definitely has friends.
Oh, up next is the tag match. Bailey and Meechin versus Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I think SummerSlam is Tiffy time. Bailey's been doing a wonderful job. She's been a workhorse. But it's time for Tiffany. Because if we're going to get to Tiffany and Charlotte at WrestleMania, which is where it should be, Tiffany needs to have the belt. But I think she needs to go over Charlotte because Charlotte's established, and losing at WrestleMania won't really hurt her in the long run. All it'll do is better for the business.
So what if we take this aspect? Charlotte is being rumored to return at SummerSlam.
I mean, listen, we get Charlotte, we get Roman, we get who knows? Who knows? Maybe if Cena comes out impromptu for a little surprise?
What if we got the Queen versus the Queen of the Ring?
Charlotte versus Nia?
For the strap.
See, this is my problem with Nia Jax. I don't like her. My problem is she's awful. She's put in the work, and I appreciate it. That's whatever. But like, if there was ever the definition of a nepo hire, it is her. Like, Vince's one last act before he got fucking shooed out of the castle was bringing her back, and that might have been the worst decision that he made before he left. But I don't know. One of the last times they were in the ring, it almost broke down and they started punching each other in the face. I think, yeah, like they got pissed off and Nia punched Charlotte right in the jaw. So, I mean, we could do that again, I suppose. Sounds fun.
We'll just watch.
Yeah, we're just here for the ride, dude. We're here for the journey that SummerSlam takes us on. AC, you're wearing a dress or a shirt over a dress. You look so silly.
Charlotte versus Nia can go from SummerSlam till Survivor Series. Charlotte wins at Survivor Series with a Tiffany cash-in. How many times has Charlotte been champion at this point?
12.
Because they took some away.
She's got the most women's championship reigns in history. But that being said, there was a point when Sasha was still there in like 2017 where Sasha would win the title on like Raw, and then 3 weeks later at the pay-per-view, Charlotte would win it back. So in the span of like 4 months, she won like 8 fucking women's titles. So it's got to be at least 10. 13. See, she's going to be the Ric Flair of women's wrestling. Minus the robe strutting and all that fun stuff.
And the plane ride.
Have you heard Nash tell the story about the balloons in the hotel lobby? No. There was some kind of convention and Flair walked in and stole like 3 or 4 balloons and went up to the room and came down in the elevator. Only his robe on, opened it and had the balloons tied to his member and let him just like float up and then he did the strut through the lobby back to the elevator and went back upstairs.
Sure. Do you have to go potty?
Wonderful story. All right, I gotta go run a super late errand now, so I'm gonna have to sign off for the evening, folks. It's been a pleasure as always. I look forward to seeing all you beautiful people soon. And keep it heated out there, everybody.
Later, Chase.
Peace out.
All right, guys. So we're in the home stretch here for SmackDown. Who breaks Flair's 16 first, Charlotte or Cena? I think Cena. I think Cena should get it. I'd like Cena to get it. Which is a sentence I never thought I would say. Solo versus Cody from Toilet Peppers. It's a good name. I like the name. I strongly think this is going to be dependent on where it's at on the card, if it's the true main event, and if Roman's coming back. Like, does Roman come back to help Cody? Does Roman come back to square up with the bloodline? Cena gets 17. Does Randy or Charlotte break the 17? Golly. I don't know, to be honest. Michael Vasquez. Awesome. Happy to have you in here, Michael. Hopefully you're doing well out there. But I think it's strongly dependent on how you're wanting to end SummerSlam. It was mentioned earlier, SummerSlam is won primarily by heels. I don't know if you're going to want to send the fans home upset with Solo as the champ, but I think Roman's coming back at SummerSlam. But I do think I do think Flair's record gets broken at some point. It's going to be a matter of, is it Cena or is it going to be Randy? Randy, I think, sits at 14 championships total. 14 or 15 for Randy. Cody wins, bloodline beatdown. Roman returns to pop the crowd and send them home. Triple H had announced today that WrestleMania will be held in London in the future. They're going to take every dig they can at AEW. Every time I see Bayley with a kendo stick, I can't help but laugh because of how horrible she got made to look in that match with Alexa Bliss at, I want to say it was Great Balls of Fire. I could be wrong. Or it might have been Hell in a Cell. Parker, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing good out there. I had a lot of new people pop in. Guys, please, if you have not, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. We're working on a couple of cool interviews coming up for the podcast. Some former WWE talent will be making their way to Heated Shenanigans podcast for some interviews. Waiting to get a couple things finalized before I make any announcement. I like to have everything in a row. Don't want to look foolish. As far as the tag match here tonight, I think Nia and Tiffany losing, I think, only strengthens the fact Nia wins at SummerSlam. I still am very adamant and steadfast that Nia wins at SummerSlam. Which is sad because I really wish Bayley would have a longer run. It's not been the biggest highlight. Actually, this has probably been, out of all of Bayley's title runs, this one might be the least impressive. But Michin is out on the outside hurt with a shoulder or wrist injury. And Bayley's currently victim of a 2-on-1 here. Bailey Dose Belts was the best. I missed that. Did not confirm London Mania. The meeting was to discuss the possibility of it happening. If it does, it won't be for a while. They're going to do it. They really want to just twist that on AEW. And get you in touch with a former WCW enhancement talent for. Hey, go ahead. I enjoy the stories, the opportunity to interview wrestlers, and to bring content to the channel. So if you got somebody in mind, Craig, let me know. Oh, Dan. Comment of the night. Pay more for that in Vegas. That's true. So I've heard. Never been. Well, they're about to go to commercial, I think. Yep. Man. Well, while they go to commercial, guys, we're going to play a couple of clips from former guests on Heated Shenanigans podcast, and we'll be right back once they come back from break.
WWE was my developmental. And I think a lot of people thought that was like a dig at WWE or an insult towards them, but it wasn't. Because I believe that WWE set me up for this run right now. It taught me all the things that I need to know to be the number one guy on the indies. So if anybody says, like, oh, he's just an ex-WWE guy, I'm fucking proud of that. I was there for over a decade, did a lot of fucking cool things. I believe I changed the business with Z True Long Island Story. I maybe when I die, I'll finally get credit for it. But, I'm not insulted by that ex-WWE guy. And you never know. Maybe one day I will end my career there. I always thought I would be a WWE lifer, but I needed to get released. I needed to go away. It needed to happen, and it did. And now look, 2022, independent wrestler. I don't care.
One of those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the Worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end, where usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand? They go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub. Have the lights dimmed down from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. Well, we don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works.
What's going on, guys? We're back from commercial. We need El Dandy. Yes, we do. Highest flyer of the highest magnitude. We need D'Lo Brown. And right now, Bailey needs Meechin to get back up on the apron so she can tag out. I don't think Meechin's getting in this match. That would be the greatest tag team of all time. El Dandy and Joe Hendry. I don't care that El Dandy's probably at least in his 60s. Maybe late 50s. Tiffany's blown up. They're really putting it on Bailey here, though. I wonder if anybody's going to come out to save her. Naomi, possibly. Have I said before how lucky Ludwig Kaiser is? Because he is. El Dandy is 61? Wow. He's still got another run in him. Bailey has just been dismantled in this match. Michin is also terrible at selling on the outside. Are we going to get a debut? Or like I don't know. He retired a decade ago. Look, when you've had that type of a career, that run, nothing will ever top the career that El Dandy has had. Oh, that was a very gentle body slam by Nia Jax. I know. I find it hard to believe that Nia and Tiffany are going to work over Bailey and get this much offense for the next 7-ish minutes. I do like the quick tags in and out, though, between the two girls. Some more handsprings. Yep. Oh, Bailey caught her. Bailey. That wasn't the best looking German. Oh, now Michin can walk. Bailey needs a tag in the worst possible way. I know who won't be debuting. Camille. What's going on with her? As Nia eats the post. And hot tag. Oofa. She showed up finally in AEW this past Wednesday. Oh, okay. What if Charlotte comes back tonight? Nia's coming in. Blind tag. Big knee out of Bailey. She's going for that elbow. She attacked DMD and sided with Mercedes. That's unfortunate. Well, they just dumped out Tiffany Stratton. Oh, God, she has cleaned her clock with that briefcase. Well, Nia wins. Does Tiffany consider it now? Nope, they're pulling Bailey out of the ring. I think for sure Bailey's losing now. Oh, Bloodline promo. I think Roman's coming back at SummerSlam. Starting to take some big jabs at the tribal chief. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this live stream of Friday Night SmackDown. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Had a great time. Everybody out there, take care, and we will see you on the next episode of Heated Shenanigans Podcast.